This is a First Warn Tri-City Severe Weather Alert. Here is Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.
This severe storm is starting to strengthen again, so we're going to come back on the air with this severe thunderstorm warning coverage now. We're getting reports of damage, wind damage throughout the area, so we're going to come back on the air and give you some more updates on this severe thunderstorm warning that's got the tornado possible tag here because we do have a couple areas of rotation. We have some pretty strong winds pushing into the Kingsport area right now, so we decided we'd come on the air and let you know a little bit about these damaging winds that are pushing into the area. So again, let's go ahead and give you the latest updates. The severe thunderstorm warning does remain in effect here for the area. That severe thunderstorm warning from the National Weather Service does go until 7:45. These storms moving into the Kingsport area right now do have some damaging winds with them, getting reports of wind damage. So we decided we'd come back on here and let you know about that. If I look at the velocity, there is a little bit of rod rotation. If I go to my other radar product, it is detecting a little bit of rotation weak, but some rotation in the Lynn Garden area along the Tennessee-Virginia state line. So again, we are watching it very closely for the potential of a brief spin-up. Right now, no evidence that we have a tornado, but again, we're going to watch the storms closely. The storm does have a history of producing tornadoes, so we will watch it closely. But the main threat here is going to be damaging straight line wind gusts in excess of 60 miles an hour. And with some wind damage in this storm, we're going to continue to watch it very closely. And we do have some damage and power outages being confirmed near Kyle's Ford, where we had that tornado earlier. So again, though, we're coming on the air because of this severe thunderstorm warning. Since we are getting damage in, and this rotation might be trying to strengthen back up a little bit. Thought it was best if we came back on the air just to give you a quick update. Won't keep you too long, but wanted to at least give you a quick update here. This rotation is trying to pull back together here just to the west of the Kingsport area. And with this moving into pretty good population at this time of day, I thought it was best that we came on the air and just gave you the update of this. So again, this severe thunderstorm warning now with, yes, this rotation pulling together near Lynn Garden and Cedar Grove heading toward Kingsport Speedway along the John B. Dennis Highway. So we are going to watch it very closely. We're going to stick with you here for a few minutes. I think, of course, the least regret, that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with you because of this rotation in case the Weather Service warns they don't want to have to go off and come back on. I think it's our best bet here with the rotation picking back up near Kingsport to stay on the air with this here severe thunderstorm warning. So let's go ahead and track off where that rotation is at to the east at about 35 miles an hour here. Again, this is riding the state line, but if we track this off to the east at 35 miles an hour, we're looking at the Midfields area around 723, Lynn Garden 724, Bloomingdale 729, Oakview 745, Blumpville 747, Walnut Hill 752, Bristol 757. That is if this storm holds itself together. I have no reason to believe that it's not going to, because this storm is strengthening back up and is rotating once again in Kingsport. So yeah, we do need to stick with this storm here along Route 23 there near Midfields. We are watching a rotating part of the storm pushing into the northern part of Kingsport. We'll push toward the Kingsport Speedway. So that's where our rotation is within this severe thunderstorm warning. It does have the tornado possible tag. So while it is not a tornado warning, it is just a severe thunderstorm warning. The Weather Service has put a tornado possible tag on it. So, and a little bit ago, the rotation wasn't the best, when the warning first got issued. But now, with this, wind damage coming in and this rotation starting to strengthen again, we thought it was out of course of least regret to come back on the air and just give you the updates on this storm. So again, pushing through Gate City right now. Just pushed through Churchill, Mount Carmel. Straight line wind damage is being reported in Churchill. Pushing into the Kingsport area and toward Kingsport Speedway right now. That is where our rotation is on the northern side of Kingsport. Pushing toward the Kingsport Speedway, pushing toward Bloomingdale, Arcadia. and along the Sullivan-Scott County line, eventually into western Washington County, Virginia, and toward the Bristol area. If it would hold itself together and still be rotating when it got there, we would be looking at a concern for that Bristol area. So again, we are watching the threat very closely of that potential. It's not yet a tornado warning. That potential is this rotation would strengthen back up, that it gets back to tornado warning strength, and we want to be able to give you that first warning in case it does so. So again, with that tornado possible severe thunderstorm warning, we are back on the air to give you the updates on it, like we told you we would if we thought something was developing or if we got reports of damage or something. And we did. Again, the rotation kind of broadened out a little bit there on that last scan. That's good. It's not as tight, not as strong. That's what we like to see. We don't want to see strong rotation. We don't want to see a tornado touchdown in this area at all. So again, we have had one tornado today, or what the Weather Service called a confirmed tornado through a tornado debris signature. And the Weather Service said that wind damage has been reported. I'll read what it says. It was in the Kyles Ford area. The emergency management officials said wind damage, power outages, and trees were down in the vicinity of Kyles Ford. So we're going to watch that closely here as we continue to monitor this storm here. As again, our rotation detector is still picking up on that rotation over the Lane Garden area. It's not totally saying it thinks that we're going to keep this rotation at least going here. So still got some rotation over Lane Garden, maybe a little bit here, going to push just to the north of Fall Branch. We're going to watch that closely. But again, this rotation near Lane Garden, while it's not that strong right now, rotation detector is picking up on that rotation. So right here over where it says Lane Garden. So we're definitely going to watch that very closely here. So again, if you are in this severe thunderstorm warning that's got the tornado possible tag, you want to kind of be near shelter. You don't have to be in that tornado. You want to be in shelter, but you don't need to be in your tornado safe place, but you do want to be indoors. Trying to stay away from windows as you can, because these storms could be packing about 60-mile-an-hour winds with them as we continue to move along here. So we're going to watch it closely. But again, we are monitoring the latest on these storms as they push into Kingsport and toward the Kingsport Speedway. And there is some rotation, broad rotation, in the Lane Garden area pushing off to the east here. So again, we're just watching these storms closely, and as we're going to zoom out and show the entire area. So this is the only area in a warning right now. There are some scattered thunderstorms around in Greene County, back in Harlan County, up along the Dickinson County, Pike County, Kentucky line. The only severe storm is that in the polygon right now. Lee County is all clear from this storm and probably from severe weather. Not going to rule everyone 100% out yet. SBC will update at 9 o'clock. But from this storm, Lee County, Wise County, all clear. And the rotation detector just had an update, and it's still picking up on that rotation over Kingsport. Right here, that rotation here on the north side of Kingsport, rotation detector still picking up on that right through here. So it's definitely something we're going to watch very closely. There is definitely, it looks like a shelf cloud in this storm that is indicative of some pretty strong winds within the storm. And then again, now also radar indicating here maybe hail up to the size of quarters within this storm. So that's something we're going to watch. Maybe the storm does appear to maybe be getting a little bit of an updraft going again. So this is something we're definitely going to watch very closely as it continues to push off to the east. What we're going to do right now, the rotation is not super strong, at least. Let's look here. It's still there, though. I'm going to give it another scan or two before we decide if we want to go ahead and go off the air or what we want to do here. So again, I do just want to give you that update. That's why we wanted to come on with the damage reported with a couple trees down in Churchill area and in Hawkins County, and this storm pushing into Kingsport. Decided to come on, give you an update with this storm system here. And there is some rotation in it, not particularly strong, but there is some rotation that we're watching over the northern part of Kingsport. So what we're going to do, I think we're safe to go off the air, but again, we're in the Kingsport area, just east of Gate City, toward Arcadia, Blountville, Mesa Spring, and western Washington County, Virginia, Mendota, Three Springs areas. Just be on guard, stay weather alert, stay indoors as the storm is heading in your direction. We did get a new radar scan. Let's see what the velocity looks like on this scan real quick, since we are getting it in right now. Yeah, it's still pretty broad rotation, but we'll continue to watch it. We're going to go off the air and then come back if needed live from the First Warn Tri-Cities Weather Center. I'm First Warn Tri-Cities Chief Forecaster Skylar Doyle.